Hello, user testing community. It's Mike McDowell once again from the solutions consulting team at User Testing, back with another tip of the week. Today, I want to talk to you about asking customers about experiences after they've done them. At User Testing, we do this. We ask people to rate the difficulty of a task, or we ask whether or not they completed the task successfully. But there seems to be a trend in which people are trying to use those responses as a shortcut to actually watching the research or complementing with some other metrics. I do see some trends out there of people trying to create reports just based on responses to things like the website was modern looking. I like the appearance of the website, or the website usability was good and the site was easy to use. These are great questions, but in standalone responses, they tend to be biased toward the positive. People tend to think, this is well documented, they will answer and think that any problems that they experienced during your study or on your website or in your mobile app were their fault. It wasn't your fault, it was their fault. If they didn't click the button for 30 seconds, it's because they didn't see it, not because it wasn't obvious. But we know as researchers that no, if they didn't see it for 30 seconds, it wasn't obvious. And we need to make sure that we make that button more visible and more obvious to our users. So really quickly, I just want to showcase again, this is our test plan creator. We've got a task here. We've got these two options here on every task that you do. Did you complete the task successfully? And rate the difficulty of the task. Now, these are great rating scale outputs that you're going to get in terms of visualizations, but they just can't stand alone. I highly encourage you to pair this with the interactive path flow. You've got this great rich path flow here. You've got these instant insights panels. You've got your sentiment. Clicking on any one of these participants leads us to the videos of what was going on. We've got our intent path here. So there's rich data that can be added to these survey style questions that we're sticking in at the end of our tasks. You need to do this. Don't just rely on the customer's response or the participant's response to whether or not they think the process was easy. You're always going to get a slightly biased answer. So comparing it to what you actually see in the video or what you get in these metric visualizations represented by page views and path length and outliers, etc., is going to give you a much deeper understanding of whether or not something was easy or difficult. So don't just rely on what customers say. Watch what they do. Until next time, it's Mike McDowell here, and I'll see you again for another tip of the week.